All right, guys, welcome back to the Lead Suck Create Clients YouTube channel. Today I want to talk to you about team building and why YouTube is a better vehicle to build a team. I'm an obsessed student of this game. I consider myself a business person in real estate, not a real estate person trying to do business. No, I still got a long ways to go and a long ways to grow. However, if you read, Millionaire Real Estate Agent by Gary Keller and I think Jay Papasan, or you study other team models, what are team splits? Why are they giving these splits, et cetera, et cetera. Let's talk about some of the different team models and some of the things we see around the industry. The basics of a team, there's, individual with a partner, an admin assistant, or maybe a buyer's agent, and then they call it a team. Why are they calling it a team? Maybe because it's like a team and the client gets a team experience. Maybe because the ego. Maybe because it feels nice to call it a team. Then you have like a rainmaker team where you have a team leader and then you have a number of agents. I think in Millionaire Real Estate Agents it says up to like 5 or 6 agents. That's a rainmaker model. So the rainmaker, which would be me in this instance, makes it rain on the other people. Having a YouTube channel is a great way to make it rain. The next model, a real team model. So in Millionaire Real Estate Agent, they reference the 7 levels of team building. And a 7th level team, which is the Keller dream, is to be scaled out to where you're not even in it. I know a guy at EXP, Clayton, who he's 7th level, etc. A couple of things about this kind of business. One, it really takes 2. So if you're typically a producer can become a rainmaker. Producing and scaling are 2 different things. So scaling up to a 7th level team, a true team with a marketing manager, an operations director, an admin manager, and chief of admin, all this stuff. A lot of agents, not like 12 is kind of the suck zone, 15 is kind of the suck zone where you don't have enough revenue to hire a master level operations person, but you need one. Well, you don't have the revenue to do it. Or if you do, you're not going to be profitable. These bigger teams, what are their margins? I've been talking to people across the country about this. Their target's 20%. A lot of them are running at 5 to 10% for these big mega teams. It's hard to get up there. Now, does that mean that it's bad? One of our clients came in from YouTube yesterday, and he's an asphalt guy. He does like $3 million a year. He makes 300-something thousand. He pays his kids. His margins are 10 to 14%. That's the going rate for that asphalt business. That's what you make as an asphalt person, concrete person, I guess. If you own a construction company, or a painting company, own a trucking company, businesses don't make 60, 70, 80% margins. Individuals do. If you want to run a business, have a team, you're not going to have an 80% margin. Just taxes alone is going to take up more than 20%, right? Most people, at best, including myself right now, are best suited to do a rainmaker team at best. That's the point I'm getting at. Scaling up beyond that to this 5th, 6th, 7th level, an operations director, marketing manager, it's a big accounting thing. It's a big, it's a whole big logistical thing. And it's a different level of leadership and management that most of us just don't possess. And I'm putting myself in there. Now you may say, Derek, well, not me. Well, okay, well, great. If that's not you, that's not you. But for most people, we're not uniquely skilled to scale up to 70 agents and run this mega team, or 30 plus agents and run this mega team and be 7th level. We can make it rain, be skilled lead generators, client generators, business creators. When I say business, I mean the business, the transactional business, opportunity creators, and bring a few special people along with us. There's a higher rate of people who are capable of doing that in this industry. So why is YouTube better for that? Most agents come into the industry and they look for a team and they say, okay, who's going to give me leads and what's the percentage they're going to give me? That's okay. I did the same thing, but it's a kind of a short-sighted approach to things. What kind of leads are they giving you? If they give you a list of things to call and they're going to teach you how to cold call and teach you how to door knock, and okay, well, is that worth 50%? In my opinion, not if that's what all I'm doing. If I do 1 or 2 that way, but I also get some YouTube, I also get some past clients, I also get some better quality leads or whatever, then yeah, 50% is like the average of all of it, sure. If I'm on a team and the value proposition is we hold you accountable to your calls and your dials, here's a mojo line, put your headset on, call, and that's 50%, I'm not going to be there long. Because if I find joy in that and I find longevity in that, once I can buy my own list, I just do it myself, right? When you're giving, what's the highest level you could give someone as a team leader? A past client. Like, hey, I already helped these people buy their house, now they want to sell it. They know, like, trust us, we're in flow, they have a decision, go list the house. If you're building a team that's founded on that versus here's a phone list, the value propositions are totally different. Now, some of these teams with the phone list, they have ISAs. So they take the funnel, they move people down the funnel with the ISA, and only once they're at a certain point in the funnel do the agents take over. I think that's a better version of that thing. That's not the thing we necessarily do with my team, but I think that's a better version of that. There's a luxury EXP agent, I think she's in North Carolina, like that's what they do. Their ISAs move everyone down the funnel, and only when they're at a certain level, the real estate agent does real estate agent things. But if they're skilled at that, the split's going to be lower. It's probably not 50%, or it's 50% at best. It may be 40%. And it makes sense because the lower you get a lead down the funnel, the less work you've done. And the most unique thing to do in this industry is to generate an opportunity, which is why referrals and team leads warrant, 50, 25, 60%, etc. So why is YouTube the best thing? I think because most people are suited to be rainmakers at best, including myself. Now, if I find that special number two to my business, like all these mega teams, there's a number two. Go read Rocket Fuel if you haven't. It talks about the visionary and the integrator. Should I find that special integrator and they come into my life in the next months, years, then maybe we'll blow up to 30, 40, 50 agents. It'll be the biggest thing Hawaii's ever seen. I'm not suited to do that by myself as the manager, as the integrator and the visionary. I'm just not. So for most of us, unless we find, and it's rare to find the second person who is that, for most of us, having a rainmaker model is the best. What do you need when you are a rainmaker? You need to make it rain. You need to be giving people opportunities to close deals that you otherwise couldn't, because you don't have the bandwidth, the time to be with 6 buyers on a Sunday. YouTube creates clients, not leads. It creates the highest level opportunity in the entire industry other than past clients. Some could even argue that we're just as good or better than past clients. Past clients typically aren't raving about you, like nervous to meet you because you're such a star, you're so special. Past clients could be a little more demanding, whereas YouTube clients can. So sometimes the YouTube client is even a higher level than a past client. And I know the audacity, right? We live it, we experience it, I'm not lying. But let's just say past clients are the best, YouTube clients are there, referrals are down the list. So if you take a rainmaker, so let's take John Doe. He makes it rain agent referrals. He's in all the Facebook groups, he's at all the meetings, the CRS celebration, the RE/MAX convention, the Keller Williams family. He's just, John Doe is skilled at getting other agents to send him business. And take Jane Doe. Jane Doe is like us with YouTube. And they both bring in 100 clients a year. They only want to close 15 or 20 themselves, and they make the rest rain on their team, on their small 3-person team. Jane Doe's quality is better. John Doe is introducing strangers that have gotten a referral, so at least, there's someone who said that someone is good or whatever, but John Doe's gotten referrals. Jane Doe has these people who have spent hours consuming content, building the know, like, trust, and flow. They come at you, this is the funnel, know, like, trust, inflow, point of decision, that's when transaction. All of Jane Doe's people, they're mostly coming here. John Doe's people, know, like, trust, it still has to be established. So I know that's crazy talk, right? To say, you're telling me that there's something better than referrals in this industry. Yes. The ceiling for most team builders is going to be a rainmaker model, not this big scaled out entrepreneurial operating system, vision, traction, organizer, EOS, business that's running at a 10%, 15% margin, but doing 100, 400 million a year. And, running at a 5, 8, 10, 15% margin. Most people aren't going to do that, shouldn't do that. Don't need to chase that carrot, don't need to chase that trophy and all that. Most people could maybe bring 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people along with them while they become skilled opportunity creators. So if the ceiling, or not even the ceiling, like the goal, the North Star for most people should be this rainmaker model. The question becomes, how best to make it rain? Now, I can buy Zillow leads just the same you can. I can buy Trulia leads just the same as you can. I can create a Facebook pay-per-click funnel on home valuations just the same that you can. YouTube's a higher barrier It's harder. There's more work that has to be done. There's more delayed gratification. There's more brand building. There's probably more capital investment. There's just more effort. So the delta between you buying leads you buying Zillow for your agents and giving them to them, and then competing with me as a team leader for the best people on island. We're on an island here, and I'm giving them YouTube clients because I built this YouTube thing. I have a better value proposition. So I can probably offer them less. I can offer them 40% instead of 50. Keep that 10% margin to reinvest into other things, or just to keep my margins up. Because they're doing money-making activities. I would argue, in my world at least, in my model, cold calling, is it a money-making activity? Sure. But is it the best money-making activity? No. The best money-making activity is doing a consult with a client who's a fan of us and then going out, getting them pre-approved and showing them homes. If you spend more time doing that, you'd rather take 40 than 50%, right? Of all the team models out there, Rainmaker's it. What's the best way to make it rain? It's this. What's the best way to replace people? So let's say a team member has to leave. Let's say there's no animosity, they were just military and they're PCSing. Now you have to retrain someone. To train someone into this is how we hammer people down our Facebook pay-per-click system, and it's an average of 0.8 to 1.2 conversion over 9 months and 13 touch points, and that's all extrapolated, and it's hard for my brain, even a high producer like myself. It just doesn't sound as fun, doesn't sound as cool, doesn't sound as profitable. To plug people into what we do and say, hey, people call us when they're ready to do business and they're very high intent and they're ready to get pre-approved with our lender and start seeing homes. I can train that quick, especially if you have a little experience. So again, we'll probably do more podcasts, more episodes on why team building with YouTube is better. It's just better, man. I've made some people upset recently with my evangelic nature of YouTube and why it's better. And people, so you're saying your business is better than mine? I was, that's not what I mean. I'm ramping up this marketing for leads that create clients. But yeah, sorry, not sorry. It's more pleasurable. It's more bottom of funnel. It's more money-making activity. It's more people that actually like you, that you're doing business with. It's less selling and converting humans into transactional relationships. It's just better. And just today I went live. Just a side story. I went live. I was on the treadmill in the gym, and I'm going live, and I'm talking. I'm just answering questions about our area and real estate and the market. People sent me $30. Like they started saying, like, I was like, what is this? $24.99. People started sending me money because they're like, I'm never gonna buy real estate, but I just want to support you. I just want to support what you do. I'm never gonna buy real estate with you in Hawaii, but I long for it. My dad's from there. We used to live there. I watch your stuff. It's gonna be 7 years before I buy. Whatever the case, people started sending me money. Tell me one cold caller that people send them money out of appreciation. Tell me one door knocker that people send them money out of appreciation. Tell me another team leader, another rainmaker that isn't heavy on past clients, maybe parties, past client parties. Tell me where like even referrals just give you money because they're so appreciative of your value. Maybe, but YouTube's just better. Leads suck, great clients.